Thank you very much. Before I get started on all of my thank yous, I wanted to introduce a special guest we have with us tonight, a friend, who's become a friend through the political process here, the hardest working campaigner I've ever seen in my life. And he might be small in stature, but the size of his spirit is... I wasn't talking about you, Jerry. The size of his spirit can fill any room. I've never met a candidate with so much sincerity as Diego Morales has. So, without further ado, our next Secretary of State, Diego Morales. And somebody said earlier we were like from that movie Twins, if you remember that one.
Well, thank you so much. So good to be back in Lake County again and again and again. Tonight is all about Randy. Randy, you know, when I met him, we just clicked and connected. But I gotta share this story with you. We were in Fort Wayne, Indiana, one of those Lincoln Day dinners. So we're there, my wife and I, which by the way, my wife Sidonia says hello to all of you. I marry up, my wife makes me look good, by the way. So we're there, and my wife says, who's this big guy here? And then I said, well, it's Randy. And then all of a sudden, my wife Sidonia and Randy, they became like best friends. And I was like, I was not there. I'm like, Randy, I'm here. So but in all seriousness, first of all, thank you to all the delegates here in Lake County who put your trust in me. I am honored to be your nominee for Indiana Secretary of State. Thank you. Now, if you did not vote for me, that's okay. That's okay. Here is my simple message to you today. Number one, we all are on the same team. We need to get out to vote this November. We cannot stay home. We cannot stay home. We have an opportunity to elect the first congresswoman in the first congressional district, and we have an opportunity to make a difference. Now, one of my personal goals, and I leave you with this, is to hopefully someday we can flip this county. I know you're probably gonna laugh at me, but you know what? That's one of my personal goals, and I'm going to do everything I can to support you, to support your local candidates. I am going to continue to crisscross these 92 counties multiple times because I believe that we are the party of purpose, and we're going to grow this party, and we're going to grow the tent. It is time for us. So Randy, thank you. It's all about you tonight. You are the man, my friend. God bless you.
Thanks to my Central American twin brother. Thank you, Diego, for driving up here tonight. Diego comes from Clark County, which is down by Louisville, so he crisscrosses the state. You must have some sort of teleporting machine. But this guy is going to bring a lot of integrity to the Secretary of State's office in protecting our elections and serving our businesses in this state. So we look forward to working with you, Diego. Sponsors, I'd like to call forward Dave Crane, our candidate for Lake County Sheriff, just to introduce himself to all of you. We want to make sure he gets an opportunity to have some name recognition and put a face to the name. So Dave, if you just come and say hello to the audience, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi everyone. It's nice to be here tonight with you. I'm Dave Crane. I'm running for Lake County Sheriff. I'm the only candidate in this sheriff's race that can carry a firearm.
That's a mic drop right there. I'm humbled as always in these events when anybody shows up. And I know that sounds funny, But the first time I ran for office in 2010, my grandfather Adolf gave me a lot of advice and words of wisdom, and one of them was to always approach this with humility and remember that you work for the people. And back about 10 months ago, Commissioner Tippie honored me with the opportunity to announce my candidacy right here at the Lighthouse. And then we had an event here in December where many of you came. And since then, I was able to go out and compete in a primary against Christian Jorgensen. And Christian and I have been friends a long time. It was one hell of a competitive primary. He raised a bunch of money. His name was everywhere. I felt like I was being followed by him everywhere that I went. But he made me a better candidate. It got me out with the people. It forced me to get out of my own comfort zone and make sure that I was just as present and aggressive as he was, if not more. And I learned so much about the fabric of this district. And one thing I can say, that when you elect me as your councilman, we're going to work hard. Pete and I are going to work together really hard to make sure that we minimize the impact of government on your wallet while we maximize the effectiveness of the service that it provides. This can be done. We've done it here in Cedar Lake. We've increased our cash balances while cutting our tax rate in half. Lake County is a powerhouse of a county. And while the headlines in the newspapers don't always say the good things about it, there are so many good things. And they're happening today, and the opportunity is there right now. And it's going to take people serving you and not forgetting who they serve while they occupy the seats that are your seats in your county government. So I am blessed to have all of you as my guests tonight. I appreciate the support, the attendance. I couldn't do this without you, and I look forward to serving each and every one of you going forward. So thank you very much. Enjoy the evening. Jennifer Ruth Green will be showing up here in a little while, so when she shows up, we'll make sure she gets an opportunity to say hello to all of you. So thank you very much again. If I can have your attention for one more moment. I promise it's not me boring all of you, okay? We have a really dynamic personality and speaker here. One of the things that I pride myself on as a candidate is making sure that we are edifying everyone who's contributing to this conservative cause. And I say it's a cause because I think the Democratic Party has left the traditional Democrats. We have an opportunity that's so unique this year in the 1st Congressional District to elect our first Republican in 92 years. And that Republican is my friend, Jennifer Ruth Green.
Thank you for your patience with my arrival tonight. It is an honor to be here. I just really appreciate each and every one of you, and I know, shout out to the Rakitas, the OGs, day zero, I love you both. I just wanted to say very quickly a little bit about the amazingness that is Mr. Randy Niemeyer. Seriously. When, you know far better than I do? I love it. As Randy was talking about, this is an incredible opportunity for us as a county, for us as a district, to build a team. To build a team of people who are ready to not just fight against something. We don't want to stand up and say we're fighting against Democrat ideologies, or we're fighting against liberals, or we're fighting against XYZ. We are people who are fighting for something. And why does it matter? Why do you say that, Jennifer? I think it matters because it keeps us forward looking. It helps us to focus on the people that are next to us and say, I fight for you, my family, my friends, people I know, people I don't know, people who will never know my name. And so in thinking through the gravity of this task that we have, I don't want to take a lot of time, and I didn't intend to, but one of the things that I really respect about Randy is the fact that just merely 3 weeks ago, or maybe 4 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to tour Cedar Lake. And we were with Chris and saw the great work that he was doing, and there were so many in this room that were involved with it. And Randy was talking about the council and some of the things they've been doing. And as he talked about projects, as he talked about ARPA money, as he talked about spending, he focused on the long term. And that struck me because it was something that, as I've been continuing to travel across the district, I hadn't heard a lot of. And he said something that was very striking to me. He said, there's no point in spending our grandkids' money on stuff that our grandkids can't enjoy. And I just, yes, Randy. And I remember thinking that I had a lot of respect for that thought process. And so I appreciated that. But then I also thought about the fact that in striving to build a team, you want teammates who you can be allied with. You don't have to be aligned with everyone, but there are so many Republicans of so many different ilks who believe and value so many different things. But the main commonality we have is that we're fighting for our democracy, we're fighting for our families, we're fighting for our country, and we're doing all of those with all that we have as often as we can. And Randy is the best teammate. He's there to call, he's there to attend, he is there to be present in mind and provide ideas, provide funds, and he just is a team player. And so as I have the opportunity to potentially serve our district in Congress, it's my desire to work alongside so many people. And when I think about the county council, and I think about Pete Lindemulder, and I think about Randy, I think about people who are ready and willing to serve others, first and foremost. And then people who are thinking long term. And so I would be privileged to earn the opportunity to serve our district in Congress, but I would be even more humbled and privileged to serve alongside the likes of Pete Lindemulder and Mr. Randy Niemeyer. Thank you.
She said too many nice things that are partially true. But no, the first time I heard Jen speak was last October at a party at Mike Aurelio's house in St. John, and it was kind of my introduction, and I stood behind her and I just smiled. Because that passion that you just saw, it's still the same. It's even turned up a little more. She's ready, folks, and we've got to get every Republican voter, every swing voter, every weak Democrat, people who have never pulled a ballot to vote for this lady, Jennifer Ruth Green. She's going to do amazing things for Northwest Indiana. And for once, we'll have somebody representing the region instead of the party. So I look forward to working with you.